You just took a...
Yeah, just try.
Okay. What's the next piece?
What things to block? Okay, wait. I get a rechoice. I lost every train of thought.
Yeah. That was a really good idea, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
24-hour time blocking. What is time blocking? Time blocking. You're setting out periods of the day where you are designating that time to get something done, and it is the most important thing to get done. How do I plan this? You take out a phone, you take out a calculator, you figure out the hours you sleep, you figure out the hours that it takes to do your most important task, and then you put it on a piece of paper. Habit share, yeah.
That's just something I thought of. Like,
yeah, habit share, anything.
Things like that.
Why is it important? You get shit done, obviously. Take out your phone right now, look at how much screen time you actually have. If you have more than, if whatever your time is, you have 3 hours, okay, we'll take 24 hours. Now take away 3 hours because you spend 3 hours of those 24 on your phone. Now you really only have 21 hours in a day. So you're behind everybody else. And then a whole different thing, being present. It's a completely different topic, but time blocking helps you be present because you're not worried or stressed about something in the future because it's already taken care of, it's already planned. You know when you're gonna get there and it's at this time. And because you're not there at that point in time right now, then all you can focus on is where you're at and what you're doing and what is right in front of you. How do I get back on track? How do I get back on track if I fuck up?
I mean, you have the processes in place. Like you have the, if you have your 24 hours blocked, like there's when in doubt, when things get off track, it's just as simple as getting back on the phone or whatever, wherever you track what you're doing and saying how, like, what's the quickest way I can just get back to the next task and recognize that sometimes we're just gonna fall behind.
It's super. I know it's funny. It's super easy. It's easy for us to understand because we understand it and we know how to do it. But imagine, I'm a kid. I'm 17 years old. I'm about to graduate high school, or I just got to school.
You're right.
I'm thinking about like, because I don't know who is gonna want to see this. Like, yeah, I know it's helpful to people.
All right, I have an idea how to
who is
write it
going
down
on?
that we can stick on this.
Develop.
Sorry, that's just where my head was going after that. But
yeah, that's a whole yeah.
Okay, how do I get back on track? It's such a simple question, but
I know, but it's
actually
hard. It's super hard
because it is tough when you get in the rut. I think accountability partners, dude.
Yeah,
that's the key.
That is the key.
That's the key.
But
because
like awareness is the key. Because if you have yeah. We should make sure we can see this.
That's what I want to do. I want to see if we can see the writing.
I'm just gonna keep recording and just move it.
Okay.
Like kind of.
It's just kind of small, huh?
Yeah, but like we're talking about what the writing is, so it's fine. I think.
I want to be able to see the writing. Because I think the writing is important.
I think so too. Your tripod would help a lot. Because then we could put it like right up here and just press 0.5 and you'd still see that because it's level.
Oh, true.
And then it's not right here in our face.
Good. Well, but fuck it. I mean, we'll just break it. We can walk.
Hopefully you can see it.
Can it see now? Yeah, I can see a little better now. I mean, I don't know if you can see us though, but it'll be close. Okay. Yeah, accountability partners. And you said awareness too. I like that.
But if I'm unaware, how do I gain awareness?
Well, I think you go through this experience. You go through
that's the whole process. That's the development of skills.
Yeah, but for awareness specifically, like you go through the what is time blocking, how do I plan it, why it's important. When you understand why it's important, you start to become aware of what you're doing, I think. Yeah. I think if you understood how much screen time you had.
Yeah, but even deeper than that, okay? Somebody doesn't give a shit about screen time.
Well, they should, because if you're wasting 3, 4, 5 hours a day, that's 3 or 4, 5 hours a day that you could have.
Yeah, but why?
To develop your skills.
I just keep asking why. Why is that? Why are those 4 hours important to them?
Okay, well,
and that's a whole different thing.
I guess when they understand what kind of skills they can develop and why they're important, they would then start to realize, okay, like I need to use this time.
Yeah.
more wisely.
Develop those skills,
you know?
so that I can do. Yeah.
Because I think what really struck me with the screen time thing was, imagine if I spent, let's say, I think when I came in, I was like a 4 or 5 hours a day screen time guy. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if I was spending 4 or 5 hours instead of on my screen.
On literally anything else. Reading a book.
On baseball, a book, a skill, or school.
A skill would be huge.
Or literally anything.
Anything.
I mean, well,
going on a walk
it.
and doing anything else.
Okay, so think about this, right? Like, as soon as I came in and realized that, in the 3 years that I was here, on top of baseball, I was working on the weekends to make money to pay for stuff. I got my real estate license, learned how to trade, and is there anything else? I mean,
that's already a lot.
Read a lot of books, learned a lot of things about this too. So I think when you think about it that way, like all the time that you're spending on your screen time, not being present, and it's not just the screens. Like there's other ways to waste time. Like when you're just not. I like that book.
Outwitting the Devil.
Yeah, that book's a
Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
When you are
that actually
floating,
might get like banned because like, that book you can't.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
it might not be anymore, but it was.
Dude, I tried to use that book in a school assignment one time. Professor did not like it.
Yeah, you can't.
He was not happy about it.
It's crazy. There's a bunch of books like that. Really cool.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good book.
It's great.
It taught me a lot of things, but
changed your life.
Okay.
Floaters and drifters.
Floaters.
Or no, drifting. Yeah, drifters.
If you're just drifting, like you're never being present. You're never engaging with what's around you, and probably not developing skills that make your time more valuable. Then hey, if you don't want to have skills that make you more valuable, then I guess don't time block. Whatever. More skills for me to learn. Whatever. Okay. So, I guess the next question is like, I think we go straight to why maybe. Well, should we say what are skills? What are skills? That's a good question. I mean, that's a reasonable question. Maybe what are skills I should know? I should learn.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Because we know what a skill is, but what are skills I should learn? This is really.
It's crazy. It's so simple and so basic, but it's like you don't know what you don't know.
What are skills I should learn? I mean, the best part is there's like a bazillion of them. I mean, all the gurus talk about like AI and that's kind of the new thing. So learning to implement AI in whatever you're doing. I took like real estate and trading kind of seriously. I'm a finance guy, so that kind of stuck with me. But dude,
I think something to get you jacked, to get in shape, get in the healthiest, best shape that you possibly can. I think that's one of the most important skills.
Yeah, I think like let's just add a sub point, like tailoring your skills to you.
Yeah.
Tailoring your skills to you. Like there's a bazillion skills you could develop, and like we were saying, I think we can just make a little bullet list here. Like trading. That was a big one for both of us. Real estate for me.
You could do like categories too. You can go health, money,
that's
lifestyle.
Okay, this is kind of like our. I guess
these are examples.
These are like our financy kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Trading, real estate, options kind of fits in there. I guess investing kind of fits in there as well.
Also, it doesn't have to be this. It could be simply just learning about like a 401k or just like investing for your long-term
or
future.
what if you're like a I don't know, like a marketing guy, like maybe you like making websites and stuff, or maybe you're like this is a good one, like a graphic design guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like those
people
guys,
like that. People want to do that.
Like some guys like doing that. Okay, so you're my fitness guy. So what? You got what? Just and this is like a skill, but also just doing it is training.
This is just training in general. Training, weightlifting, powerlifting, same thing, kind of, not really. There's whole different categories.
Recovery.
Like
how to
nutrition,
how to sleep, how to recover. Nutrition. Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Bro, and you can literally learn anything on YouTube. Like I literally just like, bro, that's all I do.
Yeah.
I just learn shit on YouTube.
YouTube helps greatly. If not, just go in there and do something. And if you feel good, do more of it. And if it doesn't feel good, just do less of it. That's kind of how I'm training, recovery, nutrition. You could throw exercise in there, which could mean anything.
Yeah.
Walking.
I mean, yeah, like
walking, surfing, swimming. There's so much.
Some of my best friends got into long distance running, and they love that.
Yeah,
which is not for me, but
no.
Good for them.
At some point, I do want to do that.
It'd be cool to try, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's another mountain to climb. Okay. That's good. I think you understand the premise of what are skills you should learn. The big key is tailor them to you. Oh, let's add business in there because I like business. AI implementation.
I think that's the biggest one.
That's just money. ChatGPT, Gemini. I don't know what other AI sources there are, a bazillion. I'm not as well versed as I should be. Yeah. But using AI to implement into businesses, dude, print bread.
It doesn't even have to be businesses.
Just your life.
Yeah, your life in general. Just take any of this and put it into AI and tell it what you like, and it can help you lay out everything. Actually, that is just something that we can also do. Yeah. Okay. Take all the information from
business. What other business skills are there? Like accounting skills. These are kind of skills you learn.
All right, but let's go even something different. Think about these are all guys that we know. Okay. This is like that's not gonna say names. I was going to.
God, you can say names.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's like I see Johnny Lutzow. I see all these guys. I see Billy. I see all these guys in there. Yeah. Okay, what about the guys that aren't in school? Oh. The guys that they're in high school still and they're doing this stuff.
Oh my God, what skills you learn? Trades, brother. Not trading like finance trading, like
trades.
Like blue collar, dude, those
electrician, plumber.
Those guys crush. My cousin is he's an engineer. He's an electrician.
Engineering, another one.
That's a good one. He's an engineer in Idaho, and he is absolutely crushing. So super proud of him. But trades. So you got like electrician, plumber.
You got welders.
Welding. General construction.
Yeah, general construction. There are so many. You got linemen, and it's every single one pays you. They train you and they pay you to learn how to do it.
Great career if you're just a career guy and want to do that. Really good. And then you can also kind of go from here to here. You go from trade, you learn your trade, then you go to business, and then you start a business around your thing, or you take over the existing one. Like I think that's my cousin's goal is someday wants to do that, I think, for himself, and that's a huge win. Okay, I think that's a really good premise, and there's obviously a bazillion other skills, but what I want to get to is
we went from this. And that's good.
Oh, it's great.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
That's great. I hope we're learning a thing or two.
Yeah.
Okay. After you have all this, you're developing the skills. What's kind of like the next?
Okay. Yeah. Take these skills that you just developed. Now, how do I take this skill and how do I every single 24-hour period that I have? How do I maximize this? How do I make this the most important thing that I'm trying to do? How do I make sure that gets done every single day, no matter how I feel, no matter what is going on around me, no matter what or how much I have going on? How do I get that done?
That's the perfect segue into what we need to talk about. So how do I plan this? How do I plan this, right? So our 24-hour time blocking, our second question is, how do we plan this? What we're planning is the development of this, right? Whatever this is for you, right? Maybe you're here, maybe you're here, who knows? But how do you go from knowing what skills you want to develop to actually implementing the 24-hour time block to develop that skill. So let's emphasize the most important task is whatever you choose.
You choose.
Let's say I choose, like, I want to be a plumber. I'm a young guy. Maybe I'm 17 or 18. I'm in high school and I want to be a plumber. So I'm gonna break this down. We got 24 hours in a day. You got your calculator, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see. You can see there. Definitely see there.
Get down there. So we'll subtract 8. We'll take 8 away for sleep.
Yeah, you got 24 hours. Minus 8 of sleep. Okay, you got 16 hours.
16 left.
Simple math.
Okay. Let's assume that, well, your most important task is to become a welder or you're a plumber. So
you're a plumber. You want to put in. You're going to school for it. They're paying you. I don't know what the days are. Let's just say it's gonna be a long day. This is a good skill to learn. It's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna be
structure this.
A couple months, whatever. Say you're putting in 10 days or 10 hours a day. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, 10 hours a day. I'm gonna wait for him to finish. 12 a.m. 12. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that makes
perfect.
sense.
Okay, so let's assume we're sleeping until 8 a.m.
If you're doing this too, you're probably definitely not sleeping until 8 a.m.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Let's go.
Just go 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Going to sleep at 10. I'm trying to block out the 8 hours. So,
Yep.
Okay. So you wake up at 6. That's your first time block is sleep. I don't know how to spell. Okay, from 6 to 7. Let's say you probably started at what? 7:30. 8. You start work probably.
Yeah.
So let's say from 6 to 7 is your breakfast. You make lunch.
Boom, 24 hours.
You're a single guy, so you don't
got much going on.
You don't have a whole lot going on.
You're grabbing your coffee. You're eating your eggs. You're probably grabbing your nicotine, and you're getting out of there.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay, so we're out the door at 7. From 7 to, I don't know, what's our 9 hour? You said
Yeah.
You said we're going 9 hours for our guy, or 10.
I'll go 10. Just because.
So that would be
You're sleeping 8 hours.
That's 7 to 5.
You're losing an hour from your 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Time slot for breakfast and just traveling to wherever you're going.
7 to 5. This is your work. This is your work block. I mean,
your work block. You're learning your skill.
This is your skill.
That is your most important task.
Skill development, most important task. What are you trying to accomplish? We're trying to become a friggin' plumber. So we work for 10 hours a day. Because you're a young dude and you got the energy and you want to be a savage. Okay. Get home. You get home around, I don't know how far away your work is. You get home around 5:15, right? From 5:15 to 6:30 is when you have time for your next most important task. Or let's rephrase that. You have basically from 5:15 when you get home until you go to bed at 10 p.m.
And that's probably early, to be honest.
I try to make 8 hours of sleep. I'm a big sleep guy.
Most people don't.
Most people don't get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So let's say you go to bed. Let's say you go to bed at 11. Right?
Yeah.
You give yourself a little more time.
Yeah.
It's 7 hours of sleep. Maybe that's a little more reasonable for a blue collar man, huh? What's your next most important task? Like, what's important to you? So now we go back to the skills / things that you want to accomplish. So, as far as like on the scale of what's most important, plumber's number 1. Okay. Let's actually write this down.
Let's go.
Priorities.
I don't know if they can see that. Hopefully.
So number 1, big star, plumber. 2, what's that for you? Maybe it's your fitness. Maybe it's fitness. Where are we at?
Just
maybe
pick whatever.
Maybe it's training, right? So that's accomplishment number 2 that's important for you. And I guess I'm just thinking in terms of me because this is what I care about. Nutrition. So how do I ensure that now I've hit my main priority for the day through my main biggest block of time? Now I want to hit my 2 and my number 3 priorities. Right? Because we're emphasizing the most important task at the time. And so we're kind of just going down one task at a time. We go down, we say maybe you're probably gonna eat. You get dinner.
Definitely gonna eat.
5:15 to 6. 6 is dinner. Need to eat. That's nutrition. Hammer nutrition. And then from 6 to 7:30. A little too big. From 6 to 7:30. Training. Boom. I mean, it's really that simple. Like, now you've hit your most important task. You've done your training. You've hammered your nutrition. What might also be important to do, as far as nutrition goes, meal prep, right? When I get home, I might need to meal prep, or maybe that's a weekend thing, but it's just something to consider. So, busy day, long day.
Great day. You got everything done that you prioritize and everything that you want to do.
Yeah, and the truth is, like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, if this is what's important to you, if this are your top 3 priorities when you're 18, single, and ready to get after it and become the man that you want to be, like, maybe these are your 3 priorities. So that's what you did, and I think it doesn't look fun to everyone, but to people that actually believe that that's what they want to do, then you would appreciate it. I guess the next third thing that I would want to talk about, the third biggest topic that I want to talk about is like the overarching why.
Yeah, that was what I was getting to, and I was saying, okay, like, why does that matter? Why does that time matter? Why does that extra time matter?
Yeah.
But even here, we're still not done. 7:30, you're done from the gym. You're home by 8 o'clock. You're not going to bed for another 3 hours. I think you can use that 3 hours in any way that you want. It's up to you. But from my experience, it is very, very important. If this seems like a lot to you, and these are really your priorities and what you want to do, and like right now, you should stop and you should think about some sort of skill that you want to develop, something that is going to add value to your life, whether it's a skill or whatever it is. Like, stop and actually think about what that would be for you. Like, right now, stop the video and figure out what those 3 things are, and grab a piece of paper and do this. Set out a time block and all that stuff. But I'll get back to what I was saying. This time is very important if you are somebody that is always or eventually are on top of this in every single thing. Like, you're going. You should schedule out 30 minutes to an hour to just do nothing. And it will help you reset. And it's crazy, but it helps a lot. And then you still have 2 more hours to do whatever you want, or just go to bed early and wake up even more refreshed. But
yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on that. Like, this whole thing, this whole time block, like, keyword intentional. Like, we're doing everything, every step we take throughout this day is calculated, right? Like, we've made decisions before the day happens about what we're gonna do throughout that day. The best part about that time between 8 and 11, you can be intentional about not having anything during that 8 to 11 time.
yeah,
Right? You can be focused and be present. Back to up here, one of the main focuses about why do we do this in the first place? Being present. I want to be present at work because I want to learn and experience as much as I possibly can. I want to be present during my training because it's another priority for me, right? I want to put my best foot forward when I'm training. And now that I have this block of, we'll call it just generally free time.
yeah,
Like, I want to be present about spending time with my friends, the people that are important to me. I want to be present when I'm just watching a movie. Like, there's a ton of time. There is time for this as well, and I think that gets lost in time blocking.
You get lost in becoming a robot.
We're not trying to be robots. We're trying to be real. But this whole experience is hyper focused, and this day is long. Like, this day is challenging, but we do give ourselves 3 hours of time to be intentional about just enjoying our time. But we have to be intentional about all this other stuff to then earn, essentially, not even earn, but like, so our time blocking stays according to plan. So then we actually get these 3 hours. Because what happens if dinner, you get home at 5:15 and you don't have dinner prepped, right? Maybe you didn't meal prep, or maybe you didn't get the groceries you needed. So then you don't have dinner ready until 6. Then you eat dinner from 6 to 6:30, and then your training falls to 7:30. So you train from 7:30 to 9.
You might not even train. You'd skip it because you're like, I'm hungry. I need to go eat, and I need to go to bed because I'm tired. I haven't eaten all day, and I've been working all day. Just all compounds.
And then we can't be intentional about our free time either,
yeah.
Right?
And then you go to bed stressed and worried because you didn't get to decompress at all, and it all compiles. You make right now's split-second decision turn into a tomorrow problem.
But at the end of the day, this is how the most successful people get things done.
Yeah. I have a thought on this right now. You already have a 24-hour time block. You're already doing it. You're not aware of it. You don't know because it's just what you've always done. And you've probably, some of you that will see this, you know exactly what this is. And it's super simple and easy to apply. But like right now, imagine this is what I should have used the calculator for. Okay, you got 24 hours in a day. You're just learning about what this is, okay? Say you're sleeping 7 hours. Boom, you got 17 hours left, okay? You're working 8 hours. Boom, you got 9 hours left. If I go home, say I'm on my phone for 5 hours a day. I'm on my phone for 5 hours a day, okay? That really leaves me 4 hours, or whatever, that wasn't the right math. You understand. 4 or 5 hours of free time. And that free time, you're probably not doing anything. Like you might just be at home doing nothing though. That is where you can, like, just being aware that you have so much time. You're sleeping for 7 hours, 8 hours, hopefully. You're working for a set amount of time. You have 8 more hours, 9 more hours to do and learn whatever you want to learn. And when I was young, when I was in high school, when I was in junior college, I had no clue what any of this was. And if I did, and I was aware of it at that time, then it would have been so much easier to just be intentional. Like this entire thing is to be intentional. And it doesn't take away freedom. It actually gives you free time. Would you enjoy 3 hours of free time after you still went to work like you're normally doing? Maybe you don't go to the gym. Now you can go to the gym because you think it's supposed to take some 2-3 hours and you're supposed to do it every day. And really you can do it in an hour. Or you don't know what meals you should start eating and you don't know how to cook it. You think it takes forever, but really it takes 10-15 minutes to prep it, and maybe an hour to prep it for the whole week. You have the time to do that. You just aren't aware because you're filling your time with other things that you don't know that you're doing. That makes sense. Yeah. Intentionality.
Intentional, man. That's what it comes down to. Like,
so if you watch this video, you have no choice now but to do this. And if you don't do it, then that's your choice to, it's just whatever. Do it or don't. It's up to you.
It's really, because once you become aware of this,
you can't go back.
There's no going back.
No.
That's the best part about it, though.
It's like everything. Whatever video we make is going to be like that.
Because as soon as you're aware of it.
As soon as you watch it, you're screwed.
As soon as you're aware of this, and like specifically for me, it was this.
The screen time.
As soon as I became aware of it,
yeah,
it was like, it's even now. Like I still mess up now. Like we'll go on my phone for way too long and block I have time limits on my phone, but sometimes I'll like get them out of there because I need to doom scroll more. And it's the worst habit ever because when you realize how much time you're wasting doing this, you realize how much time you're losing
from all of this
to do,
or even just
this
to sit there and watch a movie with whoever. Go see your friends and watch a movie. Go see your girlfriend. If you're a girl watching this, go see your boyfriend. If you are with your family, go watch a movie with your family. That's what the free time is for.
That's what crushes.
That's really what the main goal is.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's the great point. That's what the goal is.
The goal is to be free.
So that's
the
why.
answer. That is the
right?
why.
That's the next thing I wanted to get into was the why. And we're running out of space here because I write really big.
We'll just move this.
But yeah, like shift it over just a little bit because we can go into the why.
Actually, we're not running out of space. You see everything.
Okay, perfect. So like the overarching why. Why are we doing this? There's my biggest goal, financial and time freedom, right? I want financial freedom and time freedom. Right? Kind of goes back down to having more time
to just be free.
To be free. To be
present.
To block it out as time where I can just say, I'm gonna whatever I have for that day, maybe if Brandon's in town, we're gonna go get coffee, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna go play some like beach volleyball, we're gonna get outside, we're gonna work out, whatever it is. Like those things that are fun for me as far as like business and life skills, all that is fun for me, but also there's other things outside of that are fun for me as well. And so that's the goal, is to have the freedom of time and the financial freedom to go do those things. I think one of the things that when we went and saw that F1 movie, I was hooked on the idea of going and watching F1 races, like in person.
I've always
that's for me. That's like one of the goals. Like I want the financial freedom and the time freedom to be like
go there and be present.
There's a race in Europe. Let's just go. You know, that's part of my why. The other part of my why is providing. For me, this is for me, providing for people that I care about. And that kind of goes into the financial freedom. Right? But imagine a scenario where you can, give your parents or give your, whoever, brought you up, your siblings, close family, whoever it is, right? Give those people all the things that they could ever dream of that they could never have for themselves. And maybe they made sacrifices for you, that you, maybe you, in a way, took away from what they could do with their time and with their lives, with their money. And you can give that back as much as you can. You'll never be able to make up for the sacrifices that they made. But for me, that's a huge one. So, again, developing skills, using time blocking to develop those skills helps me get to this. And so that's why when the days are long and I block out 10 hours of work, why am I doing it? Well, why am I deciding to keep pushing? Well, those things. Do you want to jump into that a little bit and just
but it's the same. So I don't know what to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are pretty typical.
Yeah, we could go deeper. We can. Yeah.
I think one of the interesting things is it's there is another level to it. And this isn't as deep. This is more superficial. It's I want to experience cool things. I guess that is kind of deep.
That is.
And I guess it goes into the time and the financial freedom, like we talked about with the F1 thing. We're here on this rock, and we.
What if I want to wake up and I want to go to the beach instead of going into some fucking
it all goes back to time freedom, but it's
doing what you want.
I want to go to the beach, giving myself. I guess this is one kind of. Work in a space that provides me these things, right? You can't have a lot of time freedom if you're working in a corporate space, and that's, for some people, corporate is what they want to do. That's fine. For me, I don't want to have to show up to the office every morning, because there may be some mornings where I want to go work at the beach, where I want to sit on the beach and do what I do. And I guess that's not for everyone, but that's kind of for me. Again, how do I get there? Like I have to focus on all these things that can get me there. I think we're rambling a little bit, but is there anything you kind of want to add on that
No.
piece of it?
Not really. I think this is great for the first video.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
I want to actually add one more piece.
What are you thinking?
I'll write the question and then we'll talk about it. What advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
That's a loaded question.
I want you to go first.
Yeah.
Go first. I'll give my
About what? This?
about life. Very helpful. Go.
Oh.
Yes, I think as it
pertains to
as it pertains to this in some way. Okay. But it can be a more distant connection, maybe.
Okay, this could be a long story. This could be short. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Go for it.
I had no clue what any of this was, and I got to Santa Clara, and it changed my life, and that's why we're able to do this, put it on a board and speak, and just get this stuff out. So that's great. I wouldn't change anything that got me to this point. But like, huge advice would be, actually no, schedule free time is what I would tell myself to do. I am 24 years old, and for the first time, I am starting to live my life. Everything was around baseball, and it was great. It was awesome, but baseball was done, and I didn't know what to do, and I'm still figuring it out. And scheduling free time to develop these skills, even if nothing comes from it, just trying and starting something. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter at all. Just try it. And you never know what could happen.
Well, it's what we were talking about a little bit, maybe a few days ago, was how much easier it is to continue going than it is to start.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as you take that first step, like, it becomes twice as easy to take the second one.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be, you could fail. You could trip and fall on the first step. But just get back up, and then the second step's a little easier. Yeah.
And I think, like you said, you know, there's a lot of failures in there, but you build a resiliency. Yeah. And I think that's where
a whole,
continues to become easier and easier, especially when you have these processes in place.
Yeah.
Like we fall back on the systems that we've created. Like at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on in your life, what's happening, what's important, like we fall back on the systems that we've created. If we've created systems where these things are important, that's what we're gonna do. You know, you have a
but that's a whole different topic. Accountability partners. Having somebody hold you accountable. Mm-hmm. But we can do
for
that
sure.
Later.
Yeah. I mean that
kind
of
it's up
goes
there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Did we
talked
talk
about it for a second. I brought it up. What I was saying was we were talking about how to get back on track.
We didn't really.
That was in the moment where we decided to put the camera on. So
let's do it then.
With accountability partners, like
okay.
Brandon and I are good accountability partners, and actually have gotten much better recently.
Yeah, like today.
We've been harder on ourselves.
The day
before. It's funny because today was probably the first time where I took a different tone with you today. Did you notice?
Yeah.
Typically, I wouldn't have said that what I said today, but I said something different to you today, and
it made sense. That's why I'm here. I don't know. It's 11:41 at night.
Wouldn't have been here if I didn't give him a hard time about it.
Yeah, and it wasn't even a hard time. It
wasn't. But I usually wouldn't say something like that.
Yeah,
but a little out of character for me. But I think it was a good step for me. Okay, back to the question: what advice would I give my 18-year-old self? I think I was actually reflecting on this earlier before Brandon got here about where I was when I was 17 or 18, maybe even a little younger, 16, 17, and where I am right now. And by no means do I have everything figured out. Like, way behind some people, way ahead of other people, who knows. But I'll say my 16-year-old self, because my 18-year-old self grew up a little bit. But my 16-year-old self was very anxious, I was like a little acne head, and I was out of shape, and I wasn't confident. That's the biggest thing. But there was a reason. There was a reason why I wasn't confident. It was because I didn't have the proof. There was no proof in the pudding, right? Like, I wasn't in good shape. I wasn't doing things to improve myself the way that I should have been. I wasn't performing in the sport that I was playing at a level. Actually, I was injured, so I wasn't even able to play, right? So all those things.
Did I meet you when you were 16?
About.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
Dang.
at that time, like, I didn't have reasons or a belief system that had, there was no proof behind what I was, thinking about myself. So what would I tell myself today is change the way you perceive yourself by giving yourself a reason to change the way you perceive yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes,
like,
that does.
If I'm struggling with self-confidence, give myself reasons to be more confident in myself. Follow through when I say I'm going to do something. Working out is like literally a cheat code. Working out's a cheat code. You feel better when you work out because it like releases some endorphins and whatever that make your brain go excited, dopamine, right? Physically, you look better and you feel better because you're just you look in the mirror and you're like, whoa, my muscles are a little bigger, like whatever. Maybe I'm pushing more weight, so I can have like a quantifiable. I can qualitatively look at myself. I can also quantify the amount of weight that I'm pushing, and maybe it's more 1 week after the next. So you can gain confidence that way. But it also really tests your mental fortitude, your mental discipline. How often are you willing to show up? And so one of the things that I was thinking about actually recently was I felt like some of my disciplines were slipping, and I felt like my performance as far as the output that I was having wasn't up to my standard. And I needed to reach out to an old friend and say, dude, give me a workout program that's going to kick my butt so I can be challenged again and like beat those workouts. So I have a reason to, feel more confident and kind of get the ball rolling. For me, that's an easy way to get the ball rolling is working out because I love to work out. So, but it's also challenging. So I guess that was a long-winded way of saying give yourself good reasons and proof to be confident in yourself. Like you need our brains, our subconscious especially, like picks up on the things that we do. Like if we're winning consistently, our brain will pick up on that. We'll be more confident. And then you'll feel more confident walking in your own shoes. Because I definitely wasn't confident walking in my shoes when I was 16, 17, 18. But I am now. So. Anything else?
Just do hard shit.
Yeah, a lot.
Like a lot of hard shit.
Yeah.
And we're still not through all of it, and we're still going to do a lot more. And it probably is never going to end, and that's fine. It just becomes a little bit easier because you get a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, something we were talking about, like I was saying, we're going to make this video. We're going to have other iterations
exactly the
of
hard
this,
shit.
And we're going to look back at it and be like, yo, that
was stupid. Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
What are 3 things that we can improve?
To all of it. It's going to be an whole video.
And then we'll probably improve 3 things about the way we present it and the way that we
the order it's in or something.
Maybe like bringing
the camera,
maybe bringing a tripod, maybe bringing a mic.
Yeah. We don't even know if we can hear this yet.
What's funny is we have a slideshow over there, and we didn't use it for a single second. We didn't use it for a single second. We just went to the whiteboard. So.
That's the slideshow.
What time is it?
Almost 12.
Sure.
It's already been recording for 45 minutes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we didn't get into any of the any type of finance stuff of anything that I potentially had. We didn't get into.
There's so much. We
didn't really answer any questions.
No,
really.
we didn't. I don't know what we did. I taught you how to time block, and you should use that as soon as you can because it helps you get organized. That's a whole different organization.
Kind of goes hand in hand with time blocking, but like there's
even just like your own.
There's
space.
a million ways to Skin that cat, as that saying goes. All right. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Hell yeah.
That's what we got.
Sweet.